Y'all give a big, strong round of applause. We do. We're going to get to them. For Pete Barlow.
Thank you, Mad Hatter, everybody. Folks, was anyone else kind of surprised to learn that Happy Bones here is 49 years old? Folks, that means this man is only 11 years older than me. Happy, I'm going to need you to write down a list of everything you've ever done, because my New Year's resolution is just to do the exact opposite of everything you've ever done.
I ain't got enough room in this.
Holy mackerel. This is difficulty adulting, folks. You are living this week's topic. Good for you. Now, true story, folks, I did not plan to come here tonight. I got off work. I was going to the gym, I swear. I was going to do it this time. And Happy Bones sent me a text message that said, "Pete, I need you tonight." I was like, "Happy, you've never been discreet about that, but I think your girlfriend Raven could kick my ass." And then you were like, "No, our headliner, Chris Dioria, got sick. And we have 8 people that already paid for their tickets." And I was like, "Wow, that's unbelievable." And he goes, "What, that Chris is sick?" And I go, "No, that 8 people would voluntarily pay to come here on a Monday night." Is it worth it so far, folks? Are you having fun? Okay, let's address the elephant in the room. We have an audience. This is very exciting for us. And I don't even get money for being here. Okay, so I eavesdropped on the conversation. You all work with this guy at the end of the table?
Yes.
What do you guys do?
Hawaiian style barbecue.
Hawaiian style barbecue. That's way more exciting than what I expected from this table.
Yeah, and honestly, there's only one lady that looks Hawaiian. And she's not even Hawaiian.
Peekaboo racist, everybody! Peekaboo racist!
Aloha. Ohana.
You just proved your own hypothesis. Good job, good sir.
Are any of you Hawaiian?
I'm from Hawaii, born and raised.
Okay, Hawaii.
Peekaboo racist. Okay, I just want to acknowledge how cool. Like, make a round of applause for yourselves, everybody. This table only. This table only. Don't you take this from them. Okay, folks, do you have any idea how rare it is to have your coworkers voluntarily go to a comedy show?
Especially from a restaurant.
Like, folks, I tell my coworkers that I do comedy, and they're all like, "Oh, I'd love to see you perform sometime." And I'd be like, "Well, I've got a show coming up in Augusta." And they're all like, "No, I'm busy that night." I didn't tell you what night, but that's cool. So, oh my goodness. You guys actually followed through on the conversation. What's the name of your barbecue? I will go there every week to celebrate you.
It's Hawaiian style barbecue.
That's the name?
I'll be damned.
Holy basic.
Straight to the point.
Like I say this as a white person who appropriates all cultures. Just Google search like a fun Hawaiian name and be like, "We're authentic." It's okay. I've been there on vacation. I'm basically a native. Oh man. All right. Just so I don't get a total 0 on the points, I'm not trying to. You're totally gonna win, by the way. You brought the crowd. It's based off laughter, and they work with. Can you imagine how awkward it is if they don't vote for you? You will just see them at work tomorrow.
Wait,
Just.
he's our boss.
He's your boss?
Oh, actually, okay, hold on. Actually, the thing is Raven secretly whispered in my ear, and she was like, "Should we take away the score charts?" And I was like, "Yes, you take those away. Don't give those to those people."
Absolutely. Imbalance of power. That's even worse. How many of you are up for like annual review? And he's like, "You're a great cook, but you didn't vote for me, so." Holy mackerel. Now, real quick, I guess, this is not going to get nearly as many laughters because I didn't prepare. Now, this week's topic is troubles with adulting, which at first I heard Happy Bones say trouble with adult filmmaking. And I'm like, well, okay, it's supposed to be hard for starters. Do we have anyone here who's ever done an adult film? Make some noise. Okay, we've got one, and it's the least surprising, folks. Did you just come from the set? I don't know what fetish this is, but I never want to meet the people who subscribe to your channel. Goodness gracious. Just like, oh my, This is like David Lynch porn right there. Holy shit. Okay, now folks, I have never acted in porn, and you're like, what? But you'd be a natural. It's okay, folks. I heard one gasp. I'll take it. But I have actually acted in a movie with a sex scene. Okay, fine. No one's rushing out to scream, what's the name of the movie? It's cool. I only prepared to do this like 30 minutes ago. It's fine. I use that line in the movie too, by the way. It works double. But so last year I got cast in a movie. Now, I played a Russian pimp in a Christian anti-human trafficking movie. All of this is a real thing that happened in my life. Because my life is just a weird game of Mad Libs, folks. And I remember last year, the director called me up and she said, hi, Pete, I just want to let you know that in this movie, your character has a very sexually explicit scene, and I want to make sure you're comfortable with that. Now, folks, I've seen what I look like naked, so I assumed she was kidding. Folks, it's just the Pillsbury Doughboy rolled around the floor of an Italian barber shop. It's just like, I like shower with the lights off. I'm like, I don't need to see that. So I said yes to her offer, and turns out she was not kidding. Now, folks, let me paint a picture of the set for you. It was the attic of an abandoned Liberty Mutual in a strip mall in North Carolina at 2 o'clock in the morning. This movie is not a porno. Probably. I haven't seen the finished cut, and neither will any of you. Now, I remember getting to the set and being directed to lie down on a mattress next to the actress. And I'm down there for about a minute before I sit up and say, hi, cut. I have received no blocking for this simulated sex scene in this Christian movie that we're making. And the director's like, yeah, we really don't have time for that, so I'm just gonna need you to improvise something. Now, folks, this was a very difficult task for me to do, and this is a little embarrassing to admit as a 38-year-old man, but I've never had pretend sex before. It's always just been real. Thank you, 3 people, for laughing at that joke. However, I am a professional, and the show must go on. So, like all of the women I've slept with, I just had to fake it. Now, I remember lying down on the mattress, and I'm like, okay, could you give me any direction? Again, this movie's a Christian movie, too. I'm so fascinated by... Okay, there we go. Thank you. Wrap it up. That's what they said. So I was like, could you give me some direction? And they're like, yeah, just no physical contact with the actress. So this is true. All I did was I sidled up behind her on this air mattress in the attic of an abandoned Liberty Mutual in North Carolina at 2 o'clock in the morning when it was freezing cold. Yes, I kept my boxer shorts on. And I'm just bouncing up and down, over and over behind her and thinking, oh dear, I really wish I had not told my parents about it. But it's okay, because I just reenacted it for them tonight. Thanks, Mom and Dad. No, I'm just kidding. My parents would never see my comedy show. You've been wonderful. My name's Pete. That's been my set. Follow me on Instagram, comedian Pete Barlow.
Hell yeah. Everybody give it up to Pete Barlow. How old did you think I was, motherfucker?
I assumed in the lower 90s. Lower 90s!
Oh my God. I'm so wise. I'm so wise. If I'm that old, I'm wise, right?
Sure.
You said you shower without the lights. Blind people do that too.
Do they know what lights are?
I mean, some of them do, and not everybody's born blind. I mean, some people become blind throughout life.
And yet some people are born ugly.
I mean, some people, you know. My landlord's Hawaiian.
Proud of you.
Yeah.
You're very cultured.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not racist. How much did you get paid for this scene?
Here's a fun fact, folks. I got IMDb credit and exposure.
Oh, yeah, you got some exposure.
Film acting's amazing. I'm happy to see Hollywood burn.
Well, at least too soon. At least you won't get typecast. Because nobody's going to be like, he's really good in a sex scene. I think we should have him.
No one has ever said that about me.
Oh, well, think anybody's ever said that about me either. I think that's a good thing. We've managed to dodge these bullets. It's good. And all of Matt's coworkers are happy about it too.
You're welcome,
They
Matt.
don't want to see some nasty dude up there talking. What you guys say, Onion, about this man, Pete Barlow?
As always, really well performed. The
Onion's the serious one in the group,
yeah,
You can tell by the way he's dressed.
and his hat.
I thought it was
Wait, that's part
I
of
thought
the
that was
way.
very creative. I like the way that you opened up, you worked the crowd right there, took that one little joke that you had, and built a nice, good little set over. It would have been nice if you had more than one little joke. So
I told you, he's real serious.
I'm not going to creativity, something like that. Other than that, I mean, the quality was pretty good. The audience participation was a lot better than what you usually receive. You know, I mean,
I thought it was kind of fun. We were kind of doing it back and forth with these
Yeah.
people that we don't
when
know.
we have more than two people, it
I was
makes a
racist.
difference.
I offended the lady that's not Hawaiian because she's got a fucking flower in her head. Like, look, hey, it's like this. It's like this. I was in a bar one time and I asked a chick if she wanted to dance, and she said, no. And I was like, you misunderstood me. I said you look fat in those pants. You see? And it's like, you know, if you don't want to be treated like a whore, don't dress like one. If you don't want to be mistaken as a Hawaiian, don't be mocha colored and talk about you work at the Hawaiian place and you got a fucking flower behind your ear. And I also happen to know if you got one behind your left ear, you looking for some mans. I'm single. Okay, I was just I knew I was gonna get that wrong, but I thought saying looking for mans was funnier than just being like, I'm taken. Okay, y'all can't mess with me, and I hope y'all know what this means. Everybody, because I will announce it. Doug, you got
Pete, all
anything
in
to
all,
say?
made me want to be a better man.
You're still talking, Jesus
Well, you
Christ.
just cut me off right there and just said, well, I got more to say.
I thought you were done. What you gotta say, Doug?
Pete, you're a master. You're awesome. I know way more about you than I ever bargained for when we all signed up for this whole comedy thing now. It's way too much. It's way too well. And I can tell you, I can pretty much speak for the rest of humanity. None of us up here belong in the sex scene in any kind of captured moment that's like going to be played again. But thanks about that.
The movie is
Thanks for that
titled
little-
Blind
at least-
Date, and it'll be available on Tubi this year.
Oh, what? What's it gonna be called?
It's called Blind Date, and it will be available
then
on
she gets
Tubi this
trafficked?
last year.
That's why they
Between your sex scene and his throw up jokes,
All right,
I mean,
brother.
I'm about
Very good. Thank you.
Great job,
man. Sit down and judge me.
I need
You go grab your beer and your thing, and then you come and sit down in the judge's spot. We got two.
That's his name, and he can't wear it out, bitches.